Good morning. I've been asked by a couple people to do a gravy video, and I just so happen to be cooking a beef roast today. Let me see if I can adjust it just a little bit so you can maybe see. And this won't take very long. Maybe you can see my pan. It's kind of wonky. This is an old gravy pan. That's why it's all ugly where I've scratched in it. I got about 1/4 cup of used oil in there that's been strained and all. And I keep it on the back thing back here. In here, I've got a teaspoon and a half of beef bouillon. I got 4 teaspoons and a half of self-rising flour. I got a half a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of crushed black pepper. Now, you may need to season this a little bit more as time goes along, but I will show you. I got my water ready. I got a big jug of water because you always need water. And I got warm water because it makes it a little bit easier. Now I just take all my seasonings that I've already gotten mixed together and I put them in here. Okay? Now, you want to turn your handle so you can hold your handle. And you want to just start cooking this. And it's going to be brown because it's beef. This is beef gravy. You want to make sure there's no lumps in the roux. This is called a roux for the gravy. And you want this to cook just a little bit to get the flour taste out of it. See how brown and pretty it's getting? And you could do this with chicken. You could do it with pork bouillon or chicken bouillon, or you can use the canned chicken broth or the canned beef broth. Now I'm using beef bouillon, like I told you, and just plain water, plain warm water. I'm just letting the flour cook a little bit so it won't be floury. And you do not want to taste it now because this salty is crap. I can already tell you that because there's nothing in it but the seasoning. But see, there's no lumps in it. Now I'm going to show you when this gets hot enough. It's not quite hot enough yet. This is going to turn into a beautiful gravy. You're going to watch it's going to puff real fast when you add the water. Water to grease makes gravy, or water to butter makes gravy, or water to lard, any kind of fat. Bacon grease. Bacon grease makes very good gravy. Here we go. You add a little at a time. See, look at that. See how thick it got? That's the flour. And your gravy depends on how long you cook it, how thick you want it. See, I'm just making a thicker roux. And as you add the you slowly thin it out. You have to be careful with it. Just keep stirring so it don't lump up. And you don't taste it because it will ruin your taste to it. Wait till you get it to the consistency you want, then you taste it. See, those are not lumps, those are chunks. It's a different. A lump is a hard thing. That'll work itself out. And I'm making biscuits today, and I put a beef roast in my pressure cooker with about 5 onions, and I'm going to add peas and carrots to my gravy, and they can put it over biscuits and stuff. See, look at that. Okay, I want it thinner than that, so I'm going to add another water. I can't tell you how much water to add to it. All I can give you is the amount of the flour I put in that I just gave you, and I will put the exact measurements down, but water depends on how thick you want it. The water and how long you cook it depends on how thick you want your gravy. You can have it KFC thick, or you can have it where you damn near have to cut it with a spoon thick. Now see, this is a good consistency here. This is where I'll let it come to a boil, and then I'll bring it to a stop because it's going to thicken a little bit. It's got a little bit on the side, sorry. Now, this is where you want to kind of taste it. Because this fix can come back to a rolling boil. Doesn't need anything at all. Doesn't need nothing. Got a little bit of salt taste to it. That'd be good over gravy or mashed potatoes. Over mashed potatoes or biscuits, not gravy. I just want it a little bit thicker than this. And this, now is the time you judge how thick you want your gravy. I want mine just a little thicker than this. Because Albert and Mama and me like it for it to be a little thick over biscuits. See it boiling? You just want to keep it stirring so it doesn't stick. And you can just go through it back and forth like that. And this probably makes 3/4 quart. This is probably 3/4 quart of gravy. See how it's thickening? Sorry about that. That's Albert hollering at the dogs out the window. See? Now, when you pour this up, it'll still thicken in the bowl. So you want to leave it a little bit thinner than what it is. See, this is where I'm about to stop it right there because this is going to thicken in my bowl. All right? I hope this is a help. And you can put this over rice or anything. It tastes just amazing. And if it comes out a little salty, if you just take some of it out and add a little bit more water and let it cook, it'll thin out and won't be so salty. But this is absolutely perfect. Let me see. Very good. Peppery and good. All right. Thank y'all. Bye-bye.